it's upsetting because, you know, I hope she feels better, and I hope it's nothing too serious, but I was really working hard for this, and it's just kind of upsetting for the fans and for my sponsors and everybody that just helped me get to this point.
You go through a whole training camp, and obviously, you know, you got all the emotions and just preparing to fight tonight. How do you kind of decompress from this whole thing and come to reality of the fact that you will compete?
I know it's going to hit me harder once I go home and realize that, you know, every time I start thinking about what would it be like right now if I just had my fight today, and what would I be feeling. Right now, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm really confused about the whole thing. This never happened to me. I've had people, you know, pull out of amateur fights and stuff like that, or amateur fights I thought were going to happen and did, but this is just another level. You know, you don't think at this, you know, at this stage that it would happen, but it still does, so. Yeah, I'm just still learning how to deal with it.
How quickly do you think you would be ready to fight again? Because obviously you're peaking physically right now. You don't want to take one too soon, but you don't want to wait too long, probably.
Yeah, that's just something that we'll have to talk with our coaches and our teammates and everything. You know, my grandmother is kind of sick, and you know, she might be having surgery, so I want to go see her in Lithuania, and just other things I want to take care of, and then, you know, mentally decompress. But yeah, my body is physically ready right now, but you know, we'll just have to like mentally just kind of figure things out and talk with our team.
And you got your win and show and win money, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
that helps a little, right?
And a pretty nice dinner from Dana. So yeah, thank you very much. It's you know, it's definitely a bummer, but you know, there's always pros and cons to everything, and there's a reason for everything that happens. So I'm not, you know, I'm just trying to just look at the positive side of everything.
So you said you're physically ready. If they came and said, you know, fight in a month, you'd be ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, like, this has been the best I've ever felt coming into a fight. I mean, I was so ready today. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I'm ready to fight anybody in here right now. But yeah, you know, sometime in the summer would definitely be ideal. You know, I don't want to say like next week, because yeah, I want a little vacation from all the stuff that I've learned after these past couple months, but. You know, I don't want to wait too long either.
So were there any whispers that she was sick or anything that you've heard all week? Anything? Or
no,
is it all coming out of the blue?
Yeah, and I don't want to, you know, say anything like bad or anything, because you never know how people are when they're sick, you know. But I thought she was pretty fine yesterday. And then we seen her after the weigh-ins and stuff like that, and she seemed, you know, okay. But you never know. Like, some people, you know, are sick for a long time, and you just don't even, you can't even tell. I'm not a doctor, so you know, I just hope that she gets better, and I hope that, you know, whatever happens, you know, I hope it's not too serious.
Would you rather still fight her again, or do you think now at this point you'd pick a different opponent?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, the way that I've been training this past couple months, like, it really doesn't matter who I fight, just because my style is evolving to apply to any and every competition in this division, versus before it was more, you know, I don't know, it wasn't as well thought out, whereas now I'm comfortable with fighting anybody.
When she came in 5 pounds over, at that moment when you're about to get on the scale, were you worried at all that they might cancel the fight?
I mean, the thought kind of subconsciously crossed my mind, but I had no hesitation about taking the fight, agreeing to it. Like, I was just so confident in my preparation that it didn't matter who was going to show up tomorrow. So I didn't even think of the possibility that this would be canceled. I thought, you know, anything's possible. You know, you never. But when you're so ready for something, and when you're so like committed, it takes you by surprise. You know. Yeah.
Do you still get the percentage of her money since she was overweight?
I don't believe so. Which, I mean, yeah, it's 20%. You know, $2,000. I don't know, versus an extra win bonus. So I don't know. It's all just yeah.
Title fight in your weight class coming up soon, you know, and how do you see that going down?
You know, Jessica's a great, you know, she's a great girl and everything like that, and I think she has the ability to finish it at any moment. But I don't know. I just think Joanna's just like, she's definitely, like I said, a work of art when she fights. I think she's gonna take it.